Happy Friday to her.
Happy Friday, Consuela.
How are you doing today? How's your week been? Should I not have not asked that?
It's been mixed. I will start off by saying that last weekend was a blast with the Visionaire Party, which is where we are.
Is that my cue to cam the area?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So tell us about this.
So this is the exhibition space. It will be up for several months, and our 6 wonderful students exhibits that they built and put their photography into will be on display. I definitely encourage folks to come by and check out these amazing artists. The party itself was a lot of fun. We had a whole bunch of people here. This park ground was just packed. People were dancing, having a good time, enjoying the art. And unfortunately, you weren't able to make it in person.
No, that's why I just cammed over at my area. That's why we have a cardboard cutout. So
your cardboard cutout did look very cute over there.
Yes, yeah, I had fun doing that because I've been the Visionaire DJ for, let's see, when did I start doing that? Was it your graduation? I think your graduation was the first time.
That's possible.
Or maybe the one before.
I think that's the case.
I'm not sure. But
no, I think it was mine.
Yeah, pretty sure it was. So how many sessions ago was that? 3.
Oh gosh.
4. Because we've only been together for 4. Almost 4, not quite 4. So 3, yeah. So 3 years ago. So I've been DJing, and that's about as long as I've been DJing, because it was a Visionaire party that started off my DJ career, because as I've shared in a video previously, I'm pretty sure, because it feels familiar, I just got frustrated having to go look for DJs when we needed one. And I was just like,
I think I can do this.
I can do this.
You smash it.
Oh my gosh. And I still have to thank Red Claw Inchon, which is Wicca Merlin's partner in SL and Out. And he was the one who gave me the rundown on this is virtual DJ and this is how you do it. And it was like crash course. And I picked it up pretty good. I do have to say, I'm not usually one to pat myself on the back, but
it's well deserved.
Yeah, I feel like I did a good job. And I think that's still to this day probably the biggest set, like the most money I have ever made being a DJ. But there's been times where it's come close, and I always say, oh, this is close to that first Visionaire party. So, but DJing is a lot of fun, and I'll probably be mixing it up. I'm looking for a new gig, so I'll keep people posted. But we're gonna change it up, and we're probably gonna start having parties at our place. So, and I think that's a kind of a push to encourage people to join our group. So if you, I always link them in the description to the videos. So either there's 2 groups. So there's my group, my DJ group, or our friends group. And so either one of those, because I post in both of them. So then you'll be aware of any kind of Blanche party happening, and you can join us. But you held it down all by yourself. I had RL and I could not be here. And we did as much as we thought we could to make sure that everything was going to be smooth. Yep. But it wasn't.
And then things went a little chaotic.
A little sideways. But you're a man of solutions. And you think on your feet very well.
It was basically a case of we had set up the stream the set that you had built on an auto DJ stream. So it was just playing the music rather than you streaming it. Unfortunately, that particular stream was only rated for 24 listeners, which I was unaware of.
We may have known that, but we never have needed to deal with that.
Correct, because normally we were just using it like for ourselves and maybe some friends.
And I'm gonna link that stream in the description too, because we have our own radio. We call it Blanche Radio, and it's always going. So if you're ever looking for music for your sim, my sets, I've mixed them into Blanche Radio. So It's more current, or no, a little bit of everything. I think I was gonna put the Visionaire stream from that day on there with the speech and everything.
Okay.
But you know, I don't know, or take the speech out. I'm not sure yet. But I was gonna.
I would cut the speech, but yeah.
But that would require me to re-record it, or no, just get it in Audacity. You cut it up. Maybe you could do that for me.
I can do it. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's fun. I enjoy having our own radio so that we can. Because that was another frustration of mine is trying to find good like sim music. Like I hate commercials. I hate them. And so it always kills the mood when it's like some rando commercial about something when you're trying to rock out to tunes you like. So so I'll link that in the description. If anyone's looking for commercial-free radio for their SL Sim, try Blanche Radio, free of charge. So
but I had to figure out how to set up a remote relay real quickly and do that kind of live, and then cut up the set so that we could get to where we were in the set so that it was still on schedule as much as possible, because having to make that change required restarting the whole music set, and it was a whole thing.
But you were also the host, so you were supposed to be shouting announcements, and oh my gosh, you had so much. Normally it's just you and me, and we run the party. And so I handle the music, the requests, I'll do some announcements, you'll do some announcements. It's pretty low stress for you, I feel like. I mean, I don't know, I'm speaking for you.
Normally that day was a little intense. Yeah.
I won't do that to you again. It was poor planning on my part. I should have put the Visionaire graduation on my calendar before other things happened.
So that was a wild time. But it was wonderful. The students loved it, and all the guests loved it. And
it's always a good time. Always.
Yeah. So,
and we mentioned it before. If you're in SL and you're looking for somewhere to learn how to improve your SL photography, I absolutely recommend Visionaire. We both do. So.
So this space, like we said, will be up for a few months yet, and folks can and should come by to check it out.
Yep, and I can relink the Slurl to come check it out. I did list the information in my last video, but I'll pull it over to this one. So.
Brilliant.
All right, so enough Visionaire talk. What else? What else do we have?
Well, let's see about Anna Banana.
We can do Anna Banana. Let's do that. Well, let's see. Let's pull it up. All right. So, according to Anna Banana, she says, "Forget the rest. 50 Linden Fridays are the best."
That's true.
I would absolutely agree with her.
I've always thought so.
So, and my mouse is scrolling a bit fast because it just like flew down, but because I got a new mouse.
Yes.
So, and actually, I changed something in my computer too for when I hit the scroll wheel to how many lines it's going to skip down, because I was fussing with mouse settings, so it skipped a bunch. But anyway, so how many sponsors and who are they?
We have Apple Blossom, Jian, and Mithral.
Apple Blossom, Jian. I'm looking for Jian. Oh yeah, and Mithral. Okay, they're all here. And then MIA ones this time is just one. DP Yum Yum may not have been available when Anna Banana went shopping.
Well, we will of course check them out.
Doesn't look like our list is that long this time. Last time it was a bit longer. But, it'll fluctuate. Yeah. I'm good with that. I'm fine either way.
Absolutely.
And I do want to say one more thing, and I didn't prep you for this, so I hope it's not going to throw you for a loop. But today is Veterans Day, and so I didn't have to go to work today. I actually did though, because it was nice to be in the office, quiet. So I did get a fair amount of work done. But it is Veterans Day, and I do like to acknowledge that. I have not served. I've had family members serve, more extended family members serve in the military, and so I don't know. I don't know what your feeling is on it, or what your thoughts may be. I'm very curious actually, but I do want to thank those who have served for that service, because it's not anything I did, and it would be very hard for me, I think. So I feel like it takes a special kind of person to do that kind of work.
Absolutely, yeah. Full respect to those who do serve. Like, as much as people may criticize the actual political decisions in deploying, those that deploy, utmost respect. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. But do you have anything else before we move on to some fliffing?
No, I'll save it for the end.
Okay. Well, let's get started.
Okay.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We're at Apple Blossom, and I'm so grateful they updated the landmark for Apple Blossom.
And why is that?
Because I don't have to navigate from the second floor down to the entrance anymore. It actually puts us in this lovely courtyard with all these enormous sale signs.
Yeah, so I was going to cam back a little bit more because I was like, wow, the sign got bigger. And
yep.
And then you made some comment because we were already talking before I was recording. And so I'm like, it's so big. And then, I don't know. How did it even go now? It's ruined. That whole conversation. The bottom line was you like enormous things.
Yes. That's the punchline. So I like it big.
You like it big. Yeah, we both do. All right. So we're in Apple Blossom. And they have many things. They have a top and many variations and a skirt. So are all of these variations 50 linen, or is it just some of them, or what?
It appears that each color for skirt and top is 50 lindens, yes.
Okay. And
you can also acquire the whole fat pack for $18.50.
$18.50, all right. And if it's Legacy, Perky, Maitreya, and Petite, and I'm a little sad because I wouldn't have gotten the skirt because of the ruffles or the way that it hangs. But the top was fun. Yeah, I like the sleeves on that.
Yep. Unfortunately, not but it is today. An adorable outfit.
It is.
It'll make someone very happy.
Those Legacy and Maitreya wearers.
Yes.
And if this is their style, because it comes down to that as well. So.
It does. It does.
Okay, very good. Are we ready for the next?
Yes, we are.
All right, Tour. I know where we are. We're at Jian. And
yes, we are.
Also have Mama LaLa in all her American flag glory.
We do.
Part of me thinks this is a generational thing. The fact that she likes to dress so hard in like American flag stuff every time there's something American. It's just, I don't know.
It could be.
I think we've had, I can't remember if we've had a discussion about this on or off camera, but I know we've talked about it.
We've definitely had it off camera.
We're going to talk about turkeys. So we have Jian turkeys. We need to get this. I'm sorry. I think it's so cute.
They are.
So
I'm getting both of them.
The white turkey and then the just turkey collection. So is each one of them 50 linden?
Yeah, each one of them is 50 linden, and you get it's the white turkey collection or the normal turkey collection.
So do they have wanderers in here? Because I think we should set these wandering all over Unity.
The
wanderers.
Yes, both of them have wanderers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna res out. I like the brown one. I don't know. To me,
the brown one I think is newer.
Okay, than the white turkey.
I believe so.
And I don't know. I think for me, because again, I know we're coming into Thanksgiving, and then there's I don't know, there's feelings around that as well. So it's more of a time that I treat to be thankful for the people and things in my life, not like Christopher Columbus or pilgrims or whatever. But I always associate this time of year with the brown turkey versus the white turkey. And I was just watching something on the TV yesterday where it was all about like white turkeys, and it was still weird for me. Like, I'm like, okay, that's not how I envision a turkey, but so
yeah.
I don't know. It's just a weird, maybe childhood thing where every time Thanksgiving came around, it was always this brown turkey and never a white one.
They're always portrayed as brown turkeys. Typically. I, for some reason, when I see turkeys, I don't know why, but of my like early childhood memories, this one is still very, very vivid to me of doing that thing where you trace your hand to be the tail of a turkey and then glue like macaroni on it or something.
That's like a
color it in.
Standard like elementary school activity.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that particular lesson, just I can still even see the classroom and stuff, and I can't see anything else of like that year of school, but that one sticks with me. I don't know why.
I wonder why. I wonder if it was like young activist you or something. Like have already like having feelings around Thanksgiving and like the story of it.
Maybe. Maybe.
So, anyway, well, I'm gonna pick up turkeys anyway. But
okay.
Yeah, this is good. So people need to come get this from Jian. It's great.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Sounds good.
We're gonna have Mama LaLa in tow, and hopefully she won't block you every scene with her American flagness.
Yep, we'll see.
All right, I know where we are. There's plants.
Yes, so we're at Mithral.
Mithral. And I like what they have here today. Like this one over here on the left.
Yeah,
like,
that's the one that really jumps out to me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've gotten the other one before, or one very like it.
Mm-hmm.
But that one, the Discoria elephantipes, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it, where
really
it's
do.
just kind of growing off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
One nice part about that is it allows you to cover more like wall space, kind of.
Yeah.
And make the wall look a little more interesting and dynamic.
And I think Mama LaLa's dress has a hard time resin, because every time I try to cam back to see if it's resin, it's not.
Yeah, she's still not for me either.
Butt naked except for an American flag, right?
Yep.
And I think she's not upset about that, even if that was her intention. But I have seen her dress. We all did. It was in the last scene, so.
Yep.
Yeah, so might have to wait for Mama LaLa to resin in future scenes just to make sure. But anyway, so it's 50 linden for different like pot and like, is it just the pot variations?
Yes. So you get the pot variation. It looks like you can change the wood on the one on the right.
But on the one on the floor, it's just
on the pot. One on the floor, you get 2 pot colors per pack. So you get like 2 blushes, or a pale and a tan, or this black and what color would you call that? Slate blue, maybe?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So
you're picking up the leaning one?
Yes, I am sad they don't have like a fat pack, so I just grabbed all 3.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm gonna do that too. All right, we good to go?
Yes, we are.
All right, where are we?
We're at ADD Andel.
ADD Andel, or Andel, I suppose is probably the way to say it. And
I'm not actually sure. This is one of those we haven't gotten a concrete answer on.
And it's Neo eyeshadow. Oh, I saw a flag go by. She moved. What is she? Do we see her dress now? I see it.
I don't.
I see it.
I'm glad for you.
And she got her turkeys out, inspired by Jian. And she did not like where you put her, so she moved over to the side.
All right.
And she's waving her flag. Good for her. Okay, so Neo eyeshadow. That's interesting. Yes. You have a cat named Neo.
I do. I just put him outside, actually.
Is he the one attacking your feet?
He sometimes starts attacking my feet when he wants something, whether it's food or outside time or entertainment or whatever. It's fair game to start biting my feet.
I see. So, okay, so bomb only. So LaLuca Evo X includes all colors for 50 lindens. So
I think this is really interesting looking.
Yeah, do you think I should get it?
I think you should get it.
What do you think it's like? I'm thinking it's like... Is it like... I think of like space, like meteors?
Yeah, this gives me sci-fi vibes for sure.
Okay.
And your mom says, Mama LaLa says, that it looks like makeup from back in the day after she woke up from the night of clubbing before.
Of course she would.
But no, it's I think it looks very sci-fi, and I like it. I think it would work well for cyberpunk as well.
Yeah.
It's got kind of like this fragmentation sort of look to it.
All right, well, I'm going to pick this up. And, you know,
excellent.
We've noticed that Mama LaLa is still wearing her demo body shine. I feel like I should just, like, send her some body shine from Alt 3, so she'll put it on and it'll cover whatever she can't get off. But, you know, at the same time, I think it's something on her body, because you and I both, I think, have tried to work through this with her. It's not a tattoo layer for her to take off. It's something that was applied, and she needs to apply something else. So if I send her some Alt 3 and maybe she applies that, it will bump the demo off. So
that
I'll probably have to do that, because Alt 3 will make everything better, right?
It may.
I think Zipper would agree.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, let me buy this, and then we'll be going to the next.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. And there she goes. Where are we?
We are at ANC Limited.
ANC Limited. And they have a display, but not their usual one.
No, they've changed this up for showing that it's like a Christmas-inspired item.
Uh-huh. And
they're calling this a Christmas stolen, which I assume must be a German word.
Because I'm like, Christmas stolen, what are they trying to say? But it's the food item.
Yeah.
And the way it looks like a pizza. It looks like almost like a, I don't know, like a slice.
It is German. It's a German Christmas bread.
Oh. We'll have to ask Wicca about that. It's like
made of nuts and spices and dried and candied fruit coated in a powdered sugar or icing sugar, and often containing marzipan. That sounds delicious.
That does sound nice. I'm going to have to ask Wicca about that.
Yeah. I'm going to have to ask her for a recipe. That looks like that would be pretty good.
But it almost sounds like a fruit cake rolled up in something.
Similar, but it looks, and the ingredients listed sound as if it would be much better than a fruitcake. Much better than a typical fruitcake, anyway.
So if you make one, you'll have to make one and then mail it to me.
I'll see if it looks like it would be something that would survive a flight.
Yeah, that would be amazing if you would make me things and just mail them to me.
I can see if I can pull something like that off.
That would take us a whole other level. But that's not what we're talking about right now. Well, we are talking about food, and we like that. But okay,
yes.
So are you going to buy this stolen?
Yes, I've bought the stolen Christmas bread.
Okay. And of course they have this wonderful little display. I'm sure you can buy all of these things here.
That is usually the case, and that appears to be the case here as well.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we'll keep on rolling, yeah.
All right, Tour. Before we say where we are, we were both kind of admiring this gal who's just been standing here.
Yeah.
She's cute. Like, I'm just barely looking at her face because I was checking out her ass first.
Yeah, she's got a little crown. She's got a cute little face.
Yeah, I like her glasses.
A big old booty.
She does have a big old booty, and she's got, like, glitter in her eyes.
Those are E. Marie glasses.
Uh-huh.
And let's see, those eyes, I think some sort of
she's like an alternate universe me. Look, she's got a crown on. Yep. She's got fun hair, glasses. She's thick. Like, I'm realizing
stars for eyes.
I'm realizing she is an alternate universe me.
Yeah.
She's just missing my belly, or else it would be me.
Yeah.
People are probably looking at her and looking at me going, LaLa, what are you on? But she and I still on. There she goes. But, you know, that's fine because I got her on video and you know what she's wearing.
Yep.
So I just really thought she was my style. So head to toe, except for she was missing a belly. She didn't have jelly rolls on. Juicy rolls. Jelly rolls. She didn't have juicy rolls on, or else she was exactly my type. Anyway,
Yes.
so Mama LaLa appears to have a dress on for me. Are you seeing her dress now?
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, good. Because, you know, you can't have too much America. Yes, you can. You can.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
So we've got chubby penguins over here
I
at
think they're
Astara.
adorable.
Cuddly what? Cuddly Newt Newt?
Yes.
Is Newt Newt slang for penguin?
Yes, it comes from Wallace and Gromit, where the animated penguin in that only speaks by extending its beak out in a trumpet-like fashion and saying Newt Newt. Wallace and Gromit, the famous claymation, of course.
You know, I'm over here just making faces at you, right? I'm just taking this in, going, I wish he had slides. Please show me pictures. So, because I have heard what you're talking about, but you're like saying all this stuff like it's factual, and I'm like, excuse me? So,
Yeah.
I'm sure people are familiar with what you're talking about. I am not. So.
Actually, you know what? I'm mixing up my penguins.
Uh-oh. You were wrong?
Well, there is a penguin in Wallace and Gromit.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think that's the one that newts. Now I'm curious. So it's from a penguin named Pingu, apparently.
Okay.
Which is from... It also is a claymation.
Uh-huh.
And it also is British, which might be where I was confused.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So do you have any slides for me, or is that it?
I can get some for you.
Well,
if
we may have belabored it now beyond,
we
but
may
I think I just want to say for next time one of these tour teachable moments pops up, that when you launch into one of these explanations for me who have no understanding of the reference, that you have slides ready, because it amuses me to show them. So now you have linked to me, so let me go on my Discord because I heard the ping. And
yes.
Oh goodness. Okay. Let's open that. Yeah, open. Okay, and then I'll go over here to my OBS and go back to my Seraphim. And I guess oh no, here it's this one. Okay, so now I am showing this thing that I'm showing on the screen right now is Newt Newt.
This is Pingu doing the Newt Newt. Yes. He's newting at fish, presumably.
Okay. I'm not hearing any sound, but he's...
No, that's just an animation GIF of it. It's no sound in that one.
Okay.
So yeah, I apologize for mixing up the claymations, but yeah.
So
I knew it was one of those penguins.
And here we go. So, long story longer. Here we are at Astara with the cuddly Newt Newt, and it's I am assuming available for 50 linen for these two colors only, the pink and the blue.
Uh-huh.
And then the other colors are how much?
No, you get all of them for 50. Actually, it looks
why
like.
are they separated?
No reason. But yeah, you get 5 colors and a holding animation with it.
Oh, that's cute. Well, what a deal. So, you can have lots of Newt Newt.
All the Newt Newt.
All right. Are we good to go?
We're good to go.
All right, Tor, where are we?
We are at Belleza, and they have skins.
So, do they? Because this one next to us is head moles.
No, you're right.
It's moles.
It's not.
Full face, nose only, forehead only, chin only, cheek and neck.
Neither are skins. Yeah,
it's shown on the skin, of course.
And body moles. Huh.
So head moles on 5 separate bomb tattoo layers in 3 tintable shades for LaLa Evo X mesh heads. And so, do you get all of you? Well, yeah, you get all of them for 50, right? Here.
You get all of them for 50.
And then next is on the other side is body moles where Mama LaLa's dancing next to. And this chick has a giant ass. I had my camera zoomed out for a second. And I think she's still working on her shaping because she's kind of all over the place. Anyway,
yeah, she's also got HUDs attached and floating around her.
Yeah, she's
interesting.
Things. Yeah. So we've got body moles also, and this is it's all bomb layers. I know they're showing it on their Gen X, but you can wear this on anything because I'm intrigued. I like body moles. So I will probably pick up both of these, but are the body moles 50 also, or are they just a new item that's full price?
Let's see. The body moles are 99, which is still quite a deal.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick these up because I have freckles, but I don't have moles, so I can add that to my mix of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that create one of the things that you and I have noted on a number of skins is how perfect they look. So having more options for these kind of imperfections that give a bit of character is quite nice.
Yeah, I agree completely. I'm all about imperfections. I'm modeling them head to toe. Well, maybe not head to toe, maybe neck and shoulders to toe. I do have freckles on, but I don't have wrinkles, which you have on.
Yes, I do.
So you wear them well.
Thank you.
So.
And Mama LaLa says, connect the dots time.
Yeah, she's going to connect the dots all over me in a minute. Well, I'm not going to put it on right now, but I'm going to pick these up. And then she can connect the dots on me later.
Yes.
Okay, are we good to go?
All right. Yes.
All right. Where are we? Oh, it's Bonnie. I see that.
We're at Bonnie, yes.
Because I remember the shirt from the Flifty.
Yeah, so this is a temporary store for Bonnie. It looks like they're doing renovations on the ground level. So wish them well at that. But
it's a Daisy dress. It doesn't look like it.
Daisy dress.
It's juicy though, with juicy boobs.
Does not appear to be juicy, just Legacy and Reborn.
Okay. Well, I'm going to buy it to support because I really like my Bonnie keyhole sweater thing that they had at the Flifty. I've worn it a few times and because I just love the design of it. And Bonnie wasn't one that I was familiar with before, which is one of the perks of the Flifty because they do invite guests and new designers. So I'm wondering if this is what Bonnie is, a new designer, or one new to us anyway. So I'm going to pick that up. So you get 50 linen per color. So you have black or peach.
Yeah.
Do they come with patterns? Because they're showing them in, fat pack, right? Is there a fat pack?
Is there a fat pack? There's not a fat pack here. The sign is a demo.
Oh.
You may have to find a fat pack somewhere else in the store if there is one.
Okay. Then I'll pick those up. And Mom's rocking out to her own party.
Yes, she is.
So he's a party in Mom's head. So.
Yeah, but Bonnie makes really cute things.
Yeah.
And yeah, so.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to pick these up.
Very good. We'll keep rolling.
All right, Tour, where are we?
We're at Clover.
And what do they have for us today?
They have the blinking HUD, which I believe that they had at the 50 a few months ago, and I believe we got it and demoed it.
I think you demoed it. Well, you had to buy it to demo it, because otherwise, how do you demo something like this?
Right.
And so the blinking was interesting. So
yeah,
but
the
heads have blinking in them, but this one I know it has several different blinking options. So,
Yeah, it has some very, very specific sort of blink animations, which...
anxious, delayed, double, fast, normal, separate, slow. Those are the ones.
Yeah, and some of those you definitely can't really do with your normal head HUD because they are usually only giving you a couple options for your eyes animations.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing Mom's dress again, by the way. So
okay.
Just got some nip. So I gotta be careful with that.
Yep.
All right, but you were saying?
So yeah, I think that's gonna be. I mean, I already have it, so I don't need to get it. But yeah, I like that Clover continues to make these, especially for like this store. They like to make more unsettling things, so having eyes that blink in more unusual ways or more anxious sort of patterns makes sense.
Makes me think of role play. Like I've seen a lot of creative role players and the way they put their avatars together, and I can just imagine a character that would have, blinking patterns that would be offered in this HUD.
Yes, absolutely. All
right then. But so, we're good to go, right?
We're good to go.
All right. Where are we?
We're at Doe.
Doe, and they have a lovely little hair. Is it Zoe?
Yeah, Zoe hair.
It's cute. I like a messy updo.
Yes, you do. And you rock a good messy updo.
So I will probably pick this up because I do like a messy updo so much. I probably have one like it, but not exactly. So...
Yep.
So you have the 3 color options for FLF, and then you have the full priced all colors. And you'll have to remind us what that costs again.
If you get the all colors, it's $3.99.
Okay. But otherwise, you could get Flux, Raccoon, and Kraken, each for 50 linden.
Yes.
So I will probably.
I think you're gonna rock that really well.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick this up. All right. Anything else before I do that?
I wanted to come over across the doorway to the Saturday sale. They have a Burr Bear hair.
Oh. Aww. And it was like, I like the toe beans. I'm gonna get that too.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty adorable.
That's very cute. Thank you for pointing that out.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm gonna pick that up and then we'll be on our way.
Okay.
All right, where are we?
We're at Fake Society.
Fake Society, and they have this outfit that, according to the picture, it's like she's wearing a jacket or not.
The Malia set.
Malia set. Yes. 3-piece set. Shown in black and red. 14 solo colors. 27 colors via the Fat Pack. But for FLF, you have black and red or white and pink.
Yeah. And that's kind of a striking little setup.
Yeah. And it fits Maitreya, Legacy, Hourglass, Freya, Reborn, and Kupra. So, and while that's not my style, my SL has locked up, but it'll come back. What's next to it is. So the Megan set.
Yeah, I think the Megan set is fun. You have
something like this,
similar to that, but not quite
Ison. Yeah, it was Ison.
Ison, yeah.
So Megan set is for Happy Weekend. It's a 2-piece set for Maitreya, Legacy, Hourglass, Freya, Reborn, and Kupra. So, but I wonder if it has if it's either all or nothing, because you see how it is in there.
Yeah.
So with the Ison ones, you could control the transparency or the opacity on the pants, but I think this one's all or nothing. So.
Yeah, it looks like it says the cutout portion is optional. So you either are bearing it or not.
Well, I'll have to get one of these and try it out. It's a fun outfit.
It is.
Yeah. And then Mom said something about some shoes or sandals. Is this? I don't know what she was referring to.
I don't see the only sandals I see are on the opposite, the other wall with offline.
Okay. Oh yeah, that must have been what she was talking about. Yeah.
The olive sandals.
Huh. Those are interesting.
They are.
How much are those?
Those are $69.
And do they fit me? It's still
they do. They were updated for Reborn.
Oh, nice. That's a unique sandal. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, so this presumably is a past offering of theirs that they have updated for it.
And how much is each individual color versus a fat pack? You said 69.
So it's 69. The fat pack is $1,200.
Okay, all right. I like that. I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna pick up the set next to the one that we're looking at.
Okay, very good.
And that was it, right? There's no other shoes or anything in here that I'm missing?
There are no other shoes, no.
Okay.
They do have a set, you shouldn't cam it, but a set of whipped cream you can wear on as pasties.
I did kind of skim over that real quick, yes.
And that includes a banana up the rear end.
Oh, that's what Mama LaLa was talking about when I came back to my keyboard. She's like, they're selling a banana up the butt.
Yep.
How fun.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to pick up Megan and those shoes. So.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
All right, Tour. I think my mother is trying to do her version of Vanna White.
I think so, yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know if dancing in front of the item is a way to accentuate it. But, okay, so we have frames.
Yes.
In white and black, is that correct?
Yeah, these specifically are leaning frames. They're not designed to, they don't have a back, so you can't obviously you can put them anywhere, but they don't have like a back that would prop them up realistically on their own. And they have a baked-in shadow, so you wouldn't really want to make it flush with the wall unless you were okay with just, the shadow just clipping into the wall.
So they don't come on a shelf?
No, they don't come on a shelf. These are individual frames that come like pre-leaning like that. They have a shadow baked into them, and they're for putting up on like a mantle or a shelf of your own. Okay.
And so you bought them, I figure.
Yes, I mean, I like picture frames and I like floor plan in general, so. Yep. Okay, very good.
So I will leave you to those. I'll probably pick them up too, because there's times where I need frames for some decoration I'm doing. So I'll go ahead and pick them up because I too collect frames.
Of course.
All right, so are we good to go? I know Mom, is she twerking now? What is going on? I don't know.
We can keep going.
All right. All right, I'm excited.
Yeah, we're at Infinite.
Buck Dallas Land.
Buck Dallas Land, yes.
Yep. So Buck Dallas has the Eric fireplace in shabby brown or black wood for 50 linden each.
Yes.
And so materials enabled for texture change for stone. So the wood is what's going to stay the same. The stone you can change for land impact. And then there's other colors that are not 50. But how much are they?
If you're getting a non-50 one, it's only 150.
That's not bad.
Now, Buck Dallas has also laid out this rug in front of the fireplace. It is a separate item. It's for sale here in blue for 100 lindens.
Okay.
Apparently.
Okay. Well, this is lovely.
Yeah, and you could put some of those picture frames from floor plan on that little mantle.
That's perfect. What a perfect callback to an item we just saw.
Yep.
So, can you buy a fat pack here?
I don't see
just
a fat pack.
individual colors.
I just see the individual colors, which, I mean, that kind of makes sense, because usually you're just going to be buying it and one and done. typically.
Yeah. Which one did you get?
I got both of the flip ones.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Okay.
Okay, are we good to go?
So I do have to just mention, because I enjoy you very much, Buck Dallas, but the lighting situation in here, I know you watch these sometimes, and
well, he watches them, especially when he's in them.
That's true.
Like if Infinite is listed, Buck Dallas is gonna watch.
Yes. And I don't think it's been nighttime on the day cycle when we've come by this store before. But yeah, you might want to just pick a day setting that complements the full bright used throughout the rest of the store, so that the avatars don't look like they're in the dark.
Well, I thought that maybe he did this intentionally because of the fireplace. Because I did notice it was dark. And I thought there was some shadowing or something coming, because he's got like slats in the, I don't know. I thought there was some lighting in here. But
there is a light source somewhere. There's a projector somewhere. I'm sure of that. But with full bright everything else, the lighting just looks like a mess.
And I think you can say that because it's Buck Dallas, and he'll forgive you because he thinks you're cute. And you're scripty.
And I only say this because I am interested in your stuff looking the best that it possibly can, like you do every day. I
thought you were going to say that you were only saying that because you love him.
Oh.
Which I'm sure he would respond to. It's like, sure. Buck, we care about you and we love you. So, you're lighting.
This is a lighting intervention. No, I love this fireplace though.
Yeah.
And I look forward to installing it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get it in one of our designs or decorations. So.
Yes.
Right.
Also, this is not for Fliff, but directly across from us. I know Buck Dallas worked very hard on getting these to work and to get them scripted as thoroughly as he did. I know because I spent like a couple hours troubleshooting an AV sitter problem with these items with him. And
is it the cross? Across
oh yeah, sorry. Yes, the crosses. And I know that with the work that he puts into animations and sequences and stuff, and the extra work that he put into making it compatible with RLV features, that anyone who would enjoy that kind of thing would particularly enjoy this item. So strong recommend there. Well, if you need someone to be tied up in your sex dungeon.
Well, I saw his like work in progress picture of this months ago, and
yes.
I don't see on here where it's in cow print. He showed it to me in cow print.
Oh.
Did that fall by the wayside as he was struggling through whatever the challenges were with AV Sitter? But
maybe.
I'm looking at all the pictures and I don't see any of cow print. So, and he told me I would have to wait, and no matter of begging would get him to give me this. And now here it is, and there's no cow print.
And there's no. Maybe the cow print is going to be an exclusive just for you.
I don't know. It's not like he sent me one. So
that's true.
Maybe he's just hoping I'd forget about it, but I didn't, Buck. You showed me this in cow print. And I want it in cow print, please.
Oh dear.
It's out,
oh, dear.
So therefore I should be able to have my cow print. I'm always after Buck for prints. He has done so good with prints in the past, but when I've talked to him about, well, why don't some of your newer things have prints? He's like, prints are a pain in the ass. And so I'm like, but Buck, they're so nice. And he's like, no, LaLa. And I'm like, And so the only print he ever brings around is cow print, because he knows that's what we're into. And now I saw this and I was excited. I'm like, finally, I can buy it and have what I wanted. all those months ago, and there's no cow print. So I am going to get hung up on that.
Oh, gosh.
So there you go. And there's a picture of
Also, just to highlight it, because, this is the sign. There are 3 versions of this cross. It is designed for either maledom, gaydom, or femdom.
I love that.
Yeah. So you don't have to go fishing for the specific types of animations that work with your particular partner. You can just lay out, this is what we're into, and go from there. And I love that.
That is nice. I guess I didn't realize when reading that what that meant. So you just lay out the version of the cross that you want.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you don't have to fish through all of the animations that do not apply to you, which that's a huge plus.
It is. And we're going to set one of these up because, like I said, I've been waiting for my cow print one for a long time.
Yes.
Because we're not necessarily always into this. Like, we're into a lot of things, but into this, not so much, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. Just depends on the roleplay. So,
that is true.
And if I had a cow print one, I'm sure I'd work out the roleplay to match.
Excellent. All right.
So are we ready now?
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay, let me get my camera right so I can fade us out nicely. Because I was so fixated on these crosses. Okay, now we can go.
Okay.
All right. Where are we, Tour?
We're at Izzie's.
And they're selling butts.
Well, they'll fix your butt.
Does my butt need fixing?
I don't think yours does. I think your butt's marvelous.
Yeah, I would agree. I think my butt is pretty fantastic, but it's also an alt 3 butt, and I don't think alt 3 needs fixing.
That's true.
So.
But some people may have problems where they need their butt fixed, and if they do, Izzie's can fix your butt.
I am just going to allow you to talk about butts this whole segment, so continue on.
So yeah, they say that it will lighten the darker butt cracks and shadows, which maybe that is too prominent on your skin. I don't know, but yep, that's what they'll do. It covers a whole bunch of different skin tones, including some tintable ones. So that's all I've got to say about that.
You've thoroughly covered the butt?
Yep.
I know how much you like to talk about butt.
I do. Oh, gosh.
Yes, I don't need this, but that's what Izzie is. Izzie's got all kinds of fun things to adjust on your avatar for any and everyone. Like if there's just one little piece, if your elbows bother you on your avatar, I'm sure Izzie has something for elbows and armpits and eye creases and ear stuff. Like, just any part of the avatar, she's got something to help you with whatever little issue you might be having.
I mean, that's where I got my face wrinkles.
Was Izzie's, yeah.
Yeah.
I have them too. I don't wear them, but
I know.
And thankfully you don't push for that. I mean, I'm wearing plenty of other things that you rather enjoy.
Yes.
As opposed to the phrase. I think I can have a smooth face if I want to.
Yes.
Yes. So, I don't know. That's oddly where I draw the line.
That one does amuse me. Yeah.
It's like, no, I want a smooth face. The end. I'll have freckles and whatever else, moles, but wrinkles. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Are we good to go?
All right. We're good to go.
All right. Mom knows how to position herself. I'll say that. Anyway, we're at Naanaa's. Not Ananas, but Naanaa's.
Naanaa's.
It's a chain
rigged necklace.
What? Rigged.
A rigged necklace.
I thought you said wrecked.
Rigged.
Rigged. And it looks like it's called Tessa.
Tessa, yes.
And it's rigged to LaLa, which is Maitreya, Legacy, and E-Body. 6 metal colors in the fat pack. Or I suppose, no, just buy the fat pack for 50 Linden, right?
Yeah, and it looks like it has a little heart on the clasp. But otherwise, no real embellishments. It's just it's a straightforward necklace.
Okay.
Yeah.
One good. So,
Okay.
All right. Let's head off to the next.
Okay.
All right, Tour. Where are we? I don't want to get it wrong.
We're at Nar Mattaru.
Are you sure?
Yep.
It's not Gorsimi?
It's not Gorsimi.
There's a Gorsimi ad right there, though.
There is. That's for Fly by Friday. We're looking at the Nar Mattaru item for Fliff.
Okay. The Oracle.
Yes.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on.
It does. So Bomb, Classic, Legacy Installer, Omega Applier. Alright. And so it's 50 London for the whole tattoo.
Yes,
Cool.
that's a very esoteric body tattoo for the aspiring oracle.
Yeah. I like it. I'm gonna pick it up because I'm intrigued.
Absolutely. I think you could costume with that at some point.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll have to come back by here because I see through the beaded curtains that there appears to be like wall o tattoos back there.
You know it.
So.
Nar Mattaru makes us quite a smattering of tattoos.
I'll have to come check it out.
All right.
All right, are we good?
We're good.
All right, it's a party over here.
It's officially a party, yes.
So we have had Mama LaLa with us the whole time, and then I saw Lark logged in, and this is our friend Lark from the comments.
Yes.
So I was very excited to finally meet her in person, and I was like, "You are much taller than I expected." I don't know. I don't know why. I just figured she was our size, our height.
But you know, she wears her height well.
She
There are some
does.
avatars that are very tall that are like stretched out. But you know, this looks proportional. This looks very good.
She looks great, and I love her pants. Well, I love her whole outfit.
Yes.
Like you said,
Same.
She does have a very nice outfit going on.
She does.
So it's a lot of fun.
And
now-
she's got hooves.
Does she? I thought that might be what I was seeing.
She's got
Ask her
little
about the hooves. Ask her about the hooves.
Okay.
He says, I know you're our voice on local when I'm recording. She does. I want to know. Have her tell the story. So while you're doing that, I'm going to announce that we're at Nomad.
Yes.
And apparently Lark is getting out her turkey.
Okay.
So, and you had
Turkey
teleported
time.
us to the demo because it's a bunker.
Yes.
So
It
and
is.
It has an interior, and I think this could be used on our steampunk build, right?
Very likely. We may be able
I
to
would
use
like
it
to see it be used.
Okay.
So, because I know we have some cliffside or something that you could stick that, and it would be great.
Yeah, and I like that it has solar punk you meant, but yes.
What did I
And
say? Steampunk?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I like that it looks like we could have growth like on top of it as well.
Yeah. And apparently it gets snowy if you change to snowy. So, and I like the graffiti on the inside. So I think that goes very well with our solar punk. Apologies for calling it steampunk. We're not doing steampunk. We're doing solar punk. So, and I don't know. I'm gonna.
I don't want the steampunk fans to get all angry.
Yeah. What happened? No. Yeah. So I'm cammed into it to see the interior.
Graffiti all over. I love it. Yeah. Yeah.
We could have some. You know what? I could put that St. Andrew's cross from Buck Dallas in here once I get the cow print version.
That's true.
Could have a fun sex dungeon in our solar punk build because
That's true.
as I had explained to Lark, we are naughty. Because she was asking about our farm. What farm system do you use? And I'm like, oh, we're naughty farmers. And she's like, oh, I should have known. So did she tell you the story of the hooves?
She doesn't normally hooves, but these are boots from Lowen that she fell in love with and had to get.
Do they? What she wear? Are they reborn? Because I feel like they were boots that I need.
Those are.
Or is she wearing Cupra?
She's wearing Legacy.
Oh, she is.
She is in Legacy. I don't know. I have the name of the boots, so I'll have to see. Apparently, they were from an event, so I won't be able to get them on the marketplace.
Okay.
But from Lowen, yes.
Very good. All right. Well, I'm going to pick this up, and you're going to pick it up too, I bet. And there goes that chicken
I
side.
did pick it up, yes.
All right. I'm going to pick this up, and then it's time to move on, right?
Yes.
All right. Apparently, we're having a dinner party.
Yes.
So we have invited Mom and Lark, and we're having a meal with no food served, just place settings. You're
That's
drinking
right.
or eating something.
That's what I'm doing.
All right, so we're at
Okay.
North Oak, right?
Yes.
And it's
Okay,
the chairs and the table?
To clarify, it's specifically the chair in this color is the flip item.
Okay.
However, they do have these on sale, the tables and chairs.
Uh-huh.
The other colors are $75 each,
Okay.
and the fat pack for the chairs is $295. The fat pack for the tables is $245.
Okay.
And it looks like they have a version of the table also in that particular color for $50 linden. So, and that's behind you, looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it. So
Okay.
do they have... Oh, okay, I see it over here on the wall, the other choices.
Mhm.
Okay. I like these. I like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna just grab the flip versions for now, I think.
Okay.
If I get a wild hair and I really like it, I will pick up the other colors later.
Yeah. Yeah, because look, the seats are wide enough for me.
They are,
Like-
and I like that they have like that round kind of backing.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the chair a lot, so I might get the fat pack versions. Well, how much did you
Okay.
say they cost again?
So the chairs are $295
For the fat pack?
for the fat pack.
Uh-huh.
Table is $245.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'm gonna get this.
Yeah. This is apparently on discount, so.
Okay. Very good.
Mhm.
All right, so we good to go?
Yes.
All right. We are at Trompe Loeil. I have pushed
Yep.
in tight because it's crowded.
It's
But-
very crowded here.
And then textures get fuzzy whenever I, move my camera around too much. So we have Naanaa Modern Ranch in PG version, and then my bottom texture went fuzzy, but it was a couch.
Yes. It's like a not quite wicker, but that sort of family of couch. It's the rattan, they call it.
Yeah, so Zoana or Soana couches?
Something like that.
I thought you were gonna sound it out, but you're like, something like that?
Yep.
Okay, so they're each 50 linden. You get a PG house. Somebody has a very interesting bumper, but I guess people would say that about me too with my cow bumper. But so you get the PG version of the house, normally 600 linden, for today only 50 linden, and then the Zoana or Joanna, or however you want to say it, Zoana couches, PG. Does one have like an arch, like a wicker, not wicker, but like a little arch piece that goes over?
Yeah, so
That's fun.
you get two versions, the regular and they call covered versions.
Ah,
So you have like this rattan lattice sort of thing.
I like that a lot.
I do too.
That's very
That would be a very lovely like outdoor garden couch.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pick both these up. Let's see what kind of crowd we're dealing with here. We got Mama
Same.
LaLa, and then we've got Lark, who's still with us after our meal that we had at North Oak.
Which we love.
Yeah. This girl's got her juicy rolls on right here. It looks like, anyway. Oh no, that's just a shirt. I thought it was her juicy rolls. It's her shirt. Close enough. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy the both of these.
Okay.
All right, are you all set?
I'm all set, yeah.
All right, are we at the penultimate or the ultimate?
Now we're at the ultimate.
The ultimate. Sorry, I missed my penultimate opportunity at the last stop. Because you did
Trompe
say
Loeil.
that. Trompe Loeil. That
did.
was penultimate. So now we're at Valentina E, and I'm still like, come on, Valentina. Come on. Reborn. Do it. Because I love her style so much.
I
Like,
love the one on
miss
the
it.
left.
I love them both. But the one on the left is very striking. And that would look good on my fuller figure so much.
Yes, it would.
And I'm
really
like,
would.
come on, Valentina, do Reborn, please. Because I've been a fan of hers since I was a model. And, you know, those days are long gone as I jiggle my fat belly. But
you were so excited when you started getting some legacy things from here and then switched up to Reborn.
So it's like part of me wants to like slip back into legacy so I can wear this, but then I know I would.
You'd miss it.
Well, I know that you would have a reaction.
I really like the Reborn.
I know you do. So
I really do.
Yeah. So both of these are lovely. They don't fit me, but they're 50 linen each. Maitreya and Legacy. So, and I know she has it in her because I know it's like one dress. I think I got one dress where the tits were out, and that was a Valentina E made for Reborn. And I'm like, come on. I'm not the type. Now, I was going to say, I'm not the type to walk around with my tits out, but I know some people would look at me and go, LaLa, what are you doing right now? But that's not what I mean. Like, like full on boobs out, like maybe pasties. You know, some people walk around to pasties and nothing else. And so I'm covered. I just am overflowing. So
you mean like Mama LaLa to me this entire time?
Yes, she's just been nude with a hat and a flag in her hand. So.
All right.
Yeah. So I wish, but no. So lovely offerings. Jump on that if you're a Legacy or Maitreya wearer, because Valentina E is great fashion, SL fashion.
Yes.
So, and there's lots of people here to see it. And did we lose Lark? I thought Lark was with us still. Oh, there
Lark
she is.
Over there.
She's off to the side.
No, none of these. Amazing.
None of these other things off to the side are Reborn, are they?
No, Lark could wear this stuff.
Lark could absolutely wear this stuff.
Lark could rock this stuff.
Don't rub it in. So so there's some events like these. Look at the demos. Can you tell me if any of those demo items over the events are Reborn?
Okay. Legacy Lara, and Legacy Lara.
Okay. Thank you for checking. I'm also going to say that the rightmost one, I know what Wicca Merlin would say. Kartoffelsack.
so mean.
She would, because Wicca tells it like it is. And if she's watching this, she's probably laughing because I have learned a few words from her and she knows the other one is Scheisse. And that always cracks her up when I'm like, Scheisse Kartoffelsack. Bleich. I sound so fluent, right? No, it's like, stop it, LaLa. Just because you can say 3 things in German doesn't mean you're fluent. I get it. So
I'm curious what the correct pronunciation of Stollen is.
Yeah, she'll probably tell us.
Yeah.
I know she likes to give us German lessons. And that's one thing I should have her do. We should arrange that. Like, have Wicca come in, or maybe we can go to a classroom that Wicca sets up, and we can go be her students learning German. That would amuse me. So, Wicca, there it is. We're going to do some segments on the Blanches Learn German with Wicca Merlin. I would love that so much. I'm going to go to Germany one day. I am. That's like bucket list stuff. I'm going to go to Germany. I'm going to meet Wicca Merlin and Red in person.
That would be amazing.
So I got to get my German down now to build up to making that trip one day.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so we'll probably have to say bye to Mama LaLa and Lark here as we go off to finish the end. This is usually what we do.
Bye, Lark. Bye, Mama LaLa.
We can thank them on the video. Absolutely. Thank you both for joining us. We always love the company. I know Mama LaLa likes to. She's made a few appearances, but Lark, on the other hand, we just got connected in Worlds recently after I want to say the last video. And so I asked her to friend me, and she did. And one of these days I'm gonna have to go to her farm so she can show me what a legit farm looks like. As opposed to our naughty farm. So, but yeah, so we'll work that out.
Yeah, I would enjoy that.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to say bye to them in local as well, so they know that I'm talking to them in the here and now, as opposed to watching the video
doing closing
later.
thoughts.
Yes, that's the plan.
Okay.
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
Back in the Visionaire Park.
That was quite an event.
It
Quite a
was.
flip.
Yeah, I like having the extra company.
Oh, I do too.
It was really nice to have Lark and Pixels. Like I said, we talk to her all the time. Well, I talk to her.
You talk to her all
the time in comments because she's probably, I want to say that she's probably our most prolific commenter, and I really appreciate her for doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen her in comments. I'm still trying to get into the habit.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite there, as you've noticed.
Mm-hmm. I have, and I always nudge you a little, like, "Hey, tour comments," and then you'll pop up and like make a couple, and then be done.
I'm trying to get it into my routine.
Yeah,
but
you got a lot going on. We both do, but
yeah.
As I was pointing out to you before we started recording, I think, I think I keep reminding you that you owe me an increasing number of Speedo days.
You do keep saying that, and you do keep asserting that.
I do. We're at 109 subscribers. So now I'm like, Speedo, that's Speedo. I meant to say tour, and it came out Speedo.
Yeah, that's my nickname now, I guess.
I was going to say, tour, you owe me 9 days of Speedo.
I think if we're using the original math, that you get another day of Speedo at 200.
Oh, God. Of course you'd have to put it like that. But, you did make me feel better by saying, well, you aren't going to be giving me additional days of Speedo on camera. I could have a very Speedo Christmas.
You are going to have a very Speedo Christmas, yes.
Right. But I like to say you're giving me Speedos for Yule. It'll be the 12 Speedos of Yule.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm very excited about that. So, sadly, our viewers will not be privy to that. That'll be a very special treat for LaLa alone. But
that's right.
But yeah, so but there's other things I'd like to be able to do for our subscribers. So I just encourage people to join our groups, one or the other. You don't have to do both. I know group space is at a premium, unless you're premium plus, then it's not. But I still haven't maxed out. And you know me, I'm a group whore. So
you are.
I will join every group unless it's got a crazy high fee to join. Then I'll be like, what the fuck? But otherwise, I will join it. But there's some groups out there that are like stupid crazy, like over 3,000 lindens for one group.
Right.
And I'm like, excuse me? Like, what am I getting for that? So no, I won't go that far. But so yeah, I think I still hover around like 19 or 20 groups available on Premium Plus, which is how many? 140?
Yes, 140.
Yeah. So I thought I would blow that out of the water and just join everything, but no, it's still, I still have groups available, so I'm not juggling groups to add another one when I need it. So,
yep.
But yeah, so anyway, getting back to what I was saying, if I would encourage anyone who follows us, or especially, like our subscribers, to join one of the two groups, because things will be happening and we'll toss it out there for our fans, our community, because I'd like to engage with everybody. Like, it was really a lot of fun to have Lark along.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I would definitely enjoy that as well, and future outings with Lark and stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to toss it out to our groups, like when we're going FLFing, if they want to come video bomb or join along. I don't mind having extra avatars in the shots, as long as they're not like twerking in front of the item, Mom. But I like the company. I enjoy the company, especially if it's people I consider friends, which is what I would consider our community.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So anyway, can't stress that enough. Join the groups.
Yeah. So speaking of Mama LaLa, I want to address now a question that she asked.
Okay.
Because she very early on asked why, where are all your flag colors?
She asked
why
us
aren't you
that?
wearing? Yeah, she asked me that, but I think us generally. Why aren't you wearing flag colors? And she may not be aware of this. Other people may not be aware of this, but it's actually the U.S. code suggests that you should not be wearing the flag as apparel, bedding, drapery. You shouldn't be using it as a costume. These sorts of displays actually are considered disrespectful to the flag. The flag has a very specific manner in which it's supposed to be flown. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, waving one is all well and good, but actually wearing one as apparel, that's not really my style, and it's also considered a sign of disrespect to the flag itself. So, I know no disrespect was intended, and it isn't by all of the myriad of people who do go over the top with flag displays, but strict reading of the U.S. Code of conduct with the flag, that's what that is.
Yeah. And I guess I'm just surprised Mom would ask me that, because, I've known her my whole life, and, I've definitely had, known her through my adult years, and I've never been the type to like go head to toe flag, or if I've worn flag colored things or flag themed things, it's probably only on the 4th of July, not like every time we have some kind of American, uniquely American holiday. But even still, I don't know that you could. I mean, I at least it was interesting because in the FLF group, for example, they were talking about Veterans Day a little bit, and somebody had made the comment about, regardless of America or being American, that they would pay respect to their own veterans. I think the person was in another country, so but I would agree with that person. Obviously, every country has its military, people who fight for, that they're, the freedoms of their country. And I have to be careful with that, because some countries, they're doing things they shouldn't be doing. But, I understand where the sentiment was coming from with that person who was.
Yes, agreed there. Also, on kind of trailing off of following up on that, I feel that there's a strong distinction that should and must be made between nationalism and respecting the sacrifice that troops make. These two things are not the same. You can fully, like I said at the start, I am very critical of several of the military actions the U.S. has taken. I do not levy that criticism upon the people who carry those orders out. A lot of that stuff is stuff that they may have their own feelings about. Some may support certain actions, some may not. But soldiers do put on the uniform, they do put themselves in harm's way, and they do carry that out regardless of whether a particular military action is a just one or, maybe not. And I think there is room to remain critical of the nation's actions, and thereby even the flag, while still respecting those in uniform. And tying those together, saying, I don't know, it makes me very uncomfortable going into hyper-nationalism.
I agree with you. You know that.
Yeah.
So I'm just, circling back to the attire, I'm just, all of that to support, and just that I'm not that kind of person. I don't need to be head to toe American flag.
No.
And as we've talked about before, I think there's a lot of things going on in our country that aren't right. And so,
yes,
have a hard time with things at the moment. But it's all the more reason why I wouldn't go head to toe flag, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Now, I will say that this past week, so I have mixed feelings about, of course, the outcome of the election. Overall, as you know, it was way better than expected. It looks like the calculus is going to come out pretty well for Democrats overall.
However, I had heard the red wave only hit Florida.
That's the thing. I live in Florida.
Yeah.
It was an absolute bloodbath here. And it's hard to say how much of that was because the governor here whips that much of the vote, and how much of it is the fact that Democrats decided to run a former Republican. Like, that's just the most boneheaded strategy. I don't know. It was really, I knew it was over when Chris won the nomination here. But I was very, very glad that what happened in Florida did not happen across the nation. So while my state may be a proto-fascistic hellscape right now, the rest of the nation did very firmly reject this weird, hyper-partisan, hyper-nationalistic advance by those on the right lately. And a lot of that comes down also to the younger vote coming out in pretty significant numbers. It was actually a very, very significant turnout in the midterms. So much so that there's rumblings of the Republicans wanting to raise the voting age to 21, which,
that's fucking ridiculous.
It's not gonna pass, but people really do need to start listening when they constantly broadcast to the country that they are not interested in representing everyone who lives here. They're interested only in choosing their voters as the only ones who have the right to vote. And every country that has gone down that road ends in disaster. Every example of where only one party is permitted ends in disaster.
I know the things I was seeing in various places. The two things that stood out to me last night, and some of the things I was looking at, was what you're talking about with the younger voter, and just the stuff that was coming out of more right-wing news sources about the problem with that and what they were blaming it, because I'm an educator, right? So anyone who watches this or has for any length of time knows that. But there was a spin on it that it was because so many educators are leftists or Democrats that they're brainwashing the children, and therefore we need to do something about these radical leftist teachers that are brainwashing our children to vote like this.
Which is absurd.
Absolutely. And then it was single women. That was the other thing that they were making noise about. All the single women, voting, they vote Democrat. When women get married, then magically they vote Republican. Like, this was something also that I came across last night. And I was like, that's absolutely ridiculous as well. So
it's not ridiculous in the fascistic mindset, which is extremely patriarchal. So it should be conservative men snatching up women and making them get in line and vote the way that the man wants them to.
Okay, and you're just making me think Handmaid's Tale and Gilead right now. So just...
Yes.
Okay.
This, like, in that mindset, the man is the one to listen to, and women should just obey. And the other part of it is a constant attack on education, because for fascism to flourish, people need to stay dumb. So if they reject education, and that's what you see with the constant denigration of colleges, of higher education, of now basic education.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, it's not just higher ed. They're coming for the K-12 teachers, because all the radical single women are teachers, and they're poisoning the minds of the youth. That's what I was hearing on some of these things yesterday, and I was absolutely, I wasn't surprised, because I know this bullshit has been going on for several years, too many. And to hear it so openly, like on news sources, like things people watch, not just some sidebar rando whatever shadow channel, but like
Fox
legit.
has been building this
Exactly.
for decades.
That's what I was gonna say. It was all Fox. So you know, I just it's ridiculous. It's just completely absurd to me, and how people can like accept this as fact. And
I mean, when they're taught that they need to ignore any educational institution and to disregard the opinions of anyone who's an actual expert in their field, it gets real easy to be the sole source of information for those sorts of people, to be an information silo that people who listen to it can't escape, because and there's other examples of it. This is the framework for a high control group or a cult. Like those, that is how you isolate people and separate them. And the more people kind of lean into that sort of thinking, the more they're rejected by the people around them, which makes them only embrace it further. And there's not a good remedy for that besides challenging it anywhere you see it and not allowing like those ideas to go unchallenged, with whatever, you know, means are needed at the time. Like, it's just, it can't be ignored is the thing, I guess, that I'm saying. And thankfully, at least for the moment, people seem to not be ignoring it, at least the electorate. Now, I still think, I still do think that a lot of our leadership doesn't really see the threat for what it is, or isn't willing to call it out. I still see journalists really tiptoeing it around it and trying to remain, you know, their neutral, respectable tones. But, you know, Italy and Germany and Spain, their regimes didn't flip to fascism overnight. It was years of the threats building within society and just being ignored.
Right. So, I mean, I don't feel like we're out of the woods by any stretch.
No, we're not. We're definitely not.
I mean, there's still, like I said, apart from, you know, shouldn't say apart, but including what I was just sharing about women and educators, and just the fact that there's been so much more interest in local school boards and, you know, getting on those. And to know that my school board just recently dodged a bullet in that direction. And it's just to know it's so close, you know, like people who are just on that right side, just that, you know, fascist sort of, you know, area, and how close they're coming to, you know, being like on school board and having a say in how we educate our children. That's very disturbing to me.
Yeah, Florida's has been pretty much completely overrun, as has our Board of Medicine. So it's going to be very alarming. So I am going to provide you with a link to the Zebra Coalition in particular down here.
Okay.
Zebra Coalition is an organization that focuses on providing support and services for LGBT youth who are going to have a very hard time in this state in the coming years.
Yeah.
So
you'll send me that, and I'll put it in the description.
Yes.
That sounds like a plan.
But overall, besides that,
we got all fired up at the last minute.
Yeah. And and this was good fliff. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. And again, good company, good fliff, you know, good talk. I always enjoy our conversations.
Yeah, I don't know how many people actually stay through to the end, but I have things to say sometimes.
Yep. I think some of our more like, you know, diehard, committed, you know, viewers probably do stay through to the end. But you know, a lot of people just come through to, you know, click on what story they might want to see and just stay for a little bit of the video, and that's fine too. I appreciate all of them.
And hey, if anyone is interested in what they can do to get involved with anti-fascist action, feel free to reach out to me.
Absolutely. His contact information is in the description. So feel free.
Yes.
So anyway, I'm going to do my thank yous then so we can officially kind of wrap this up. So as I've kind of already said, but I'm just going to put a bow on it. I appreciate everyone who watches our videos, who subscribes, who likes, comments, shares. Thank you for that. Thank you for commenting and adding to the community. I really appreciate you.
Yes, and we will be seeing you in the next FLF video.